tonight, but right God is. He told me at the last moment that's not what I want you to do. So I'm not going to perform. I'm actually going to read, so y'all just bear with me.
Amen.
The title of this piece is How Did I Get Here? How did I get here? Here where I reside in time now, free of praise and worship, from a time when my hands and lips were bound by bringing of sin. How did I get here? How did I come to this place in Christ where I can tell a lost soul, he paid the price for it all? Free to give an account for every miracle and marvelous work of God in my life. From a time when the days of my life were filled with turbulence. How did I get here? How did I get free from the way of the world, which weighed so heavily on me it would hurt just to lift my head? From a place where a smile was the key to get what I needed, to a place where I lean and depend on Jehovah Jireh instead. How did I get here? How did I get to a place where alcohol no longer warms me at night? And how did I get to a place where being alone was all right? When the sound of my own voice petrified my very soul, because it never knew just how much more myself I was killed with my words. How did I get here? How did I get to I am succeeding and not just surviving? How did I get to I'm living and not barely making it? How did I get to I work more and not just when I'm giving? How did I get here? How did I go from being a prostitute to loving myself more than any man could ever love me? How did I go from searching for myself in every mirror to seeing me inside my flesh and not of my flesh? How did I get here? How did I get to a place in my life where my mother's past no longer haunts my future? Where my sister's future is no longer my heart's fear? Where my children's desires are no longer a burden? How did I come to a place where time is no longer an enemy to my soul? How did he find me worthy to be redeemed? How did he place such a great work in me? How did he see what things that I can't see? And how can he love me when I didn't love him? How did I get here? How did I go from restless nights and hazardous days to peaceful dreams and glorious skies to guide my way? How did I go from screams and yelling to words of compassion and serenity? How did I go from swinging a fist to defend my faith to destroying mountains with a simple praise? From soldier of a meaningless, endless war to marching in the great army of the Lord. How did I get here? How did I get to smiles instead of tears and prayers instead of fears, praises instead of worries and patience instead of hurrying? How did I get here? There is but one explanation and one answer to it all. Complications of words is not needed. The answer is plain.